Welcome to another episode of High on Why. Imagine this. Instead of a spa day, you're actually sitting in the room full of salt. How does that feel? It feels lighter, you might breathe better, and also you might glow a bit. Yes, we have Deepthi Babu with us, who is the founder of Salt World, and she has taken a simple ingredient as salt and turned it into a fascinating wellness movement. Let's welcome Deepthi. Welcome Deepthi. Welcome to High on Why. It's a pleasure, actually, for us having you, here.
It's pleasure talking to you like this.
Thank you. It's such a lovely place around. I've seen everything. You've shown me all your therapies. It's really a lovely place to be around. Thank you. Thank you so much. So first we'll start from Salt World. Okay. So how did Salt World come into your life?
Thanks a lot for this opportunity. So actually how the Salt World came to my mind is, that's what, நாங்க வந்து childhood daysல இருந்து we were thinking about I want to start something unique which is impactful and promising. That is one point. And when I was very young in the childhood days, I got to know that I wanted to talk about something, and in the chit I got to know that I have to talk about salt, that is sodium chloride. So that is the starting point. Like, I just connected the points. So when I was growing up, I don't know why I should see more about salt therapy. So when rest of my friends are not seeing it, why should it come to my notice about it? And the same time, I got an opportunity to go to Ireland. Okay. So I don't I'm not a frequent traveler, but still I got an opportunity to go to Ireland, and I got to see the salt caves, the one that has made it as a therapy center.
Why Ireland? There only we have salt caves?
There are actually the commercially made setup only I've seen there.
Okay.
So from there I was like just connecting the points. Why should I get an opportunity to go to that place? And why should I, stammer in the speech competition with the salt therapy? Sodium chloride. So I just connected the points, and I felt like, something is pulling me towards salt. So I just followed the intuition, and that is how the Salt World started. Okay. And mainly when I want to start it, I had a good support, and I don't want to miss out the opportunity when I get a support. And also, if I don't take that opportunity forward, then it's not the point, right? When everything is going together, I just wanted to use that opportunity. Right. But initially I thought it's a cakewalk, but actually after starting it up, I know how it is gonna be, because I had overconfidence initially, then slowly lot of learnings and a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, so, entrepreneur journey is not really easy. And being from an MBA student, you also worked somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And then why didn't you wanted to become an entrepreneur?
See, actually, my dad is a businessman. Okay. And I felt like if I can do many things, like if I can understand so many things, why shouldn't I start something on my own? That is what was going on in my mind. But I need some experience, so I wanted to join in a company into marketing and sales. The reason for taking up the marketing and sales line is because I'll meet more people. Okay, and I'll start understanding how the market is. That's the reason I've taken the sales and marketing.
And I feel for a business also, marketing and sales is the backbone.
Yeah,
right? That is main to rather
definitely. That is a blood, or the oxygen for the therapy.
True.
For the business. So entrepreneurship journey is also like challenging only. And initial days, however, I felt it will be easier, but as time went, I started feeling the heat of it. Then there is no stepping back. This is like
actually understand what's going into this.
Yeah, so it's one way. There's
no return
ticket. So though it is a challenge, we take that as an opportunity and see what best can be done with this challenges.
Right.
So that's how we started. Initially we started with the salt cave therapy, and then introduced the float tank and float also we use magnesium sulfate, Epsom salt, and that also comes under salt. So we thought like, okay, since this name also
it also has salt therapy into it, let's start.
So we were thinking about okay, this is magnesium sulfate, it's also another salt. So the salt, with the salt water you'll be just floating, and there's a lot of benefits with that. So why don't we think about that as well? So initially we had 2 salt rooms, salt cave therapy run in 2 different rooms, and then we have taken out one and then started introducing the float tank. So float tanks, after a couple of years, we have started with this in 2017 we started the salt world with the salt cave therapy, and then 2019 we started with the float tank experience.
Okay, before we go to the float tank, when you went to Ireland, so when you saw the salt caves over there, so what was your first thought about seeing the salt caves? I mean, you thought on the first thought itself you understood, okay, this is what I'm going to do, or probably you thought about the challenges which is going to come across when you want to start it across in India?
Okay, as soon as I saw that, I felt this will be little difficult, and more it took time for me to process in my mind, but I kept talking about it. Is that feasible? Is it possible? All
a lot of questions come into us.
And whatever question I asked, my parents as well as my husband, they did not take it wrong. They were like, okay, keep thinking, you will get some fruit out of it. So it's like they did not, discourage me from there.
Okay.
So since I have a very lovely family and they wanted me to do what I want to do, they had more sacrifices than what I was doing.
Yeah, of course.
So that's how, like, if they are putting so much efforts for me, I should also put so much efforts, right? So that's
that
how
way you're lucky to have a beautiful
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, so you started salt cave first, salt therapy first. Okay, so we would quickly go to the salt therapy room and we will have a few rounds of, few questions over there, and you answer to me so that, also my viewers will see how the salt therapy, the salt cave actually looks.
Definitely, definitely.
Deepti, this is such a unique experience. நீங்க ஒன்னு யூனிக்கா பில்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. ஆனா எனக்குமே இது ரொம்ப யூனிக்கான experience sitting here inside the salt room and interviewing you, talking to you about this. So first of all, tell us, what is salt therapy? In the therapy how does it benefit people and what is the use of this?
Okay. So salt therapy is all about inhaling the dry salt aerosol. Okay, so you be seated inside the salt cave, which is filled with the salt, and it's a mimic of the Eastern Europe. There are natural salt caves formed. So the same concept has been mimicked over here to benefit people around. So main the benefit eppadi aguna, when you are inhaling the dry salt aerosol, the whole system gets access to the salt particles. Salt being antimicrobial in nature, it takes away the phlegm, infection, inflammation from your respiratory system. And also it keeps your mind soothing and calming. So mind benefits also is available, means you will be benefited with the mind benefits as well as the respiratory benefits. Like even if it's snoring, asthma, wheezing, sinusitis or any kind of respiratory ailments, upper respiratory and lower respiratory issues. COPD, nowadays like we end up inhaling a lot of smoke, and whether it's through smoking or because of the pollution and all. This helps in decluttering those things which entered into your system. Okay. So salt actually helps in all these things. So it helps in absolute relaxation also, because it helps like mind soothing as well as the respiratory benefits. The skin also benefits because the pores of the skin also absorbs the salt particles here. So this helps in cleansing your skin, and it regulates the pH balance. So a lot of benefits associated with the lung health. It improves the immunity. It improves the lung capacity. Sports people can take it very frequently, so that they can perform well. And people with the allergies, they take it frequently because the IgE levels reduces when you're inhaling the salt
How
particles.
often do they have to take it if they have
respiratory ailments? 3 times in a week is what recommended. But it depends on the individual's the ailment also.
Okay.
So they will figure it out when they are taking it regularly. We have multiple session packages where we don't charge on the session base.
Okay. So after how many sessions, you are hearing from the people, yes, I have seen a change.
So if you are very keen in looking at yourself, right from the first session, you'll see the difference.
So what is the process of the salt therapy? அதாவது எப்படி இந்த salt it's coming into this room இல்லையா? So what is the process or what is the science behind this?
So the salt which comes inside this room, there is a device called halo generator. Okay. Halo is nothing but salt in Greek.
It is also called as halotherapy.
Halotherapy, because if the halo generator is present in the salt cave, it is called halotherapy. Okay. Halo is salt and therapy is therapy. Like for us, in the layman terms, it's salt therapy. Otherwise, it is called as halotherapy because of the halo generator presence inside the place.
Okay.
This halo generator, what it does is it grinds the salt particles into micron-sized particles and keeps dispersing inside the cave. Okay. So that is the main thing. The halo generator is the brain of the halotherapy.
Okay. And you have also, put what are these salts? These are also
It's pure sea salt. So this has a lot of, it's actually the pure sea salt, however it is available. So it can have some other minerals also. But whatever you have to inhale is the sodium chloride only. So we use the pharmaceutical grade sodium chloride in the device that is the one that you will be inhaling. The salt that you use it on the floor and the wall, it is to keep the place sterile.
Okay.
So you will not be inhaling these particles because natural salt also has a lot of microplastics in it. So we don't want to take any chances. So we'll be using only the pharmaceutical grade salt.
Okay. So except the respiratory ailments, it helps in soothing your mind and giving you relaxation.
Definitely. Right? Because salt being hypnotic in nature, it actually keeps your mind soothing and calming.
Okay.
So that helps. Even people meditate also sitting inside the salt cave.
Okay. And what is the time of your sessions in the salt therapy?
Generally 1 hour. So it's actually 45 minutes to 1 hour. We recommend 1 hour is better. So we stuck the duration with the 1 hour sessions.
Okay, the children and also the older adults they are okay to take up?
Yeah, from 6 months to any age a person can take it. Even pregnant ladies takes it because there is no side effects at all.
Okay. So basically awareness about this is very less around is what I feel, because in Bangalore, except your salt world, I have not seen anywhere else this therapy has been introduced, right? So how do you make sure people are aware about it? Are you associated with any doctors or wellness centers about this?
So actually speaking, doctors, there are few doctors who know about it, they talk about it. Okay. But generally doctors are also not aware about the availability as well as the kind of concept that we are into. So generally it is through the social media only people get to aware about it. Okay. Or else like even there are other therapies like homeo doctors, they are also recommending this, but generally through the social media only. Because the doctors who are into the allopathy, they may not be able to recommend this on papers, but they orally refer. So that way it is reaching now. It's been 8 years now. We started with the salt world. So we have other therapies also. People come for that and they are actually getting to know about this. So they are sending their parents who have asthma or any known people who are suffering from these issues. They are recommending.
Okay. So through other therapies also people know about this.
So we have ice cold plunge where youngsters like Gen Z and all, they keep taking it. So they know that their parents are suffering with this. They recommend this therapy to them. So similarly we have flotation therapy. We have other the infrared sauna and red light therapy. People who are coming to that, they are actually referring their known ones.
So நீங்க 8 வருஷம் முன்னாடி இத ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்கன்னு சொல்றீங்க. So how is the response of the public right now?
8 வருஷம் முன்னாடி ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருந்தது. இப்போ வந்து because we started doing good in social media, we started having a better response.
Okay.
Initial days, we didn't know the value of social media. Now we are doing it through it.
This is something which is very unique wellness.
Yeah.
Okay? Into the wellness industry, this is something very, very, very much unique. Okay. So how did you come to, a discovery of, something like this exists and I can start this one in Bangalore? Did you experience it personally?
Yes.
Or you went through some research, okay, the panla, anna madri.
So actually, this starts with the, childhood days, because when I was in the school, everybody got a chit to talk about something. They got a chit to talk about the recent vacation that they went for.
Okay.
And all these things, okay. But the chit that I got is sodium chloride. So I didn't even know what sodium chloride is all about. When I was in 6th standard, I didn't know what is sodium chloride, and I got stuck in the, in front of everyone without explaining what it is, and then I started having a very bad feeling towards it. And but I kept thinking why I could not talk, because why did I get this topic to which I don't even know about it. But after a few years, when I wanted to start a business and things like that, I started coming across salt therapy. It's actually, I did not go through on the website, on any other social media and all, but still I got those feeds about it. Okay, so I was like, why did I get something which I did not browse across? But salt therapy is something which I got to know about it in an Ireland-based article, and then I was like, researching about it. And when I asked my dad and my husband to start with, they supported me. So when I get all the support from them, why shouldn't I utilize it, right?
Right.
So then we started, and things are good.
So how did your family or friends, they reacted when you said, okay, I'm going to start a room full of salt?
Yeah.
What was their reaction?
See, actually, initially it was like they were saying, no, you don't joke like this. You do something which is actually known for the people. So you cannot create awareness like that, because you don't have that bandwidth. Okay, because I'm a normal, I was going for a job, coming back home. I don't have so much of connections. How am I going to, do that? So they were all having that thing towards me, like, don't do all such things. You do something which is known for people. Then I was like, there is nobody doing it. If I do it, people will come to know about it, right?
Correct.
And if we are doing something promising and impactful, why shouldn't I start it? So just because I'm not a well-known figure, if it doesn't mean I shouldn't start. Okay. So I thought, like, okay, let me take an initiative. And at that time I started reading a lot of law of attraction and things like that. So once we think about it, visualize about it, you get it, all these things I was thinking, it should happen to me also, I thought, but it happened. So that is the beauty part of
you
it.
started, we all got to know about it. Sure. Okay. So, halotherapy is there, no? This is from the ancient time, or it is something which is very modern wellness therapy?
So this have been done few centuries back also.
Okay.
There were natural salt caves, I was telling, right? It was originally formed. So there are people who used the salt cave for the resort and well-being. So seeing all those things, and there was a Polish physician, Alina Chervinskaya. So she had brought this to the world. Okay, so we wanted to do something which is impactful and promising. So we wanted to, get into this concept.
Okay.
So initially everybody was very suspicious with it. But as time went, we thought like we could do. But in between, COVID also came, and we could survive the COVID itself. That itself is a bigger challenge which we undergone. So after that, there is no turning back. So we started introducing more therapies, and then we started pulling people towards salt therapy, and team building activities happens inside the salt cave. The corporates come down.
They come. Okay.
Yeah, and they do a session here.
So how many people can accommodate here?
It is like 7 members can be
they can accommodate. Okay. Can you tell me about one of your clients' feedback with one respiratory ailment, and they have got back to you saying, I'm cured now?
Okay, so the allergies part. Okay, respiratory allergies. Generally, early morning he used to sneeze at least some 12 to 15 times, but every day it followed. Okay, every day he was sneezing for so much time, and then he realized that it is allergies. So then he started seeing that redness in the eye and things like that, and slowly when he browsed across like what helps him for his allergies, respiratory allergies, then he came to know that salt therapy can be of good help. Then he thought like it might not be there in Bangalore. How do I do it? But he just tried Googling it, but he got to know that we are existing. So he came down here, and within some 7-8 sessions, his sneezing reduced.
Okay.
And then he is not prone for that much as before. So that was like a very nice feedback that we got, and it was a good start for us. That was an initial days feedback. So we thought that people are seeing the benefits, then why don't we take it forward?
Right. And especially after the COVID has hit, I think a lot of people have respiratory issues now.
Yes.
So I guess this is a very good start for them to
definitely as soon as the COVID lockdown and all is released, then we started seeing many people coming here asking for I want to take 1 year subscription and things like that. So they were seeing benefits out of it.
I have also sinus issues, so I should also try.
Yeah, sure. You will see the good response when it comes to upper respiratory issues. Will be like easily you will see the
cured.
Response. So if it's lower respiratory issue, you need to take more and more because it has to
go inside and then start working, right? Nice. Let's go down and have the other conversation. Okay, coming to what you started, the second is the floating therapy, which is the sensory deprivation tank. Okay.
Yeah.
So I understood how you started it because it also has the magnesium sulfate and it also comes from the salt background. So you started it. But how is the response of the people and how people are accepting to such kind of a therapy?
Sure. Actually, how I came to know about float tank is my mom, she has a very bad knee joint pains. Okay. And she was using a salt called Epsom salt. And she was saying that it is very difficult to source it because nobody is having bigger packets and all these things. Then I was like trying to figure out online and then purchase it for her. And then if it's really working so nice, like why don't we think about selling it? That is what initial idea was. So then I browsed across about the Epsom salt and how it works and things like that. Then intense research we have done for at least for 6-7 months. We have done the intense research to understand the float therapy concept, because when I was searching about Epsom salt, I kept looking at the therapies related to the Epsom salt. So Epsom salt is nothing but the magnesium sulfate, which is actually mined. Okay. So like all the salts are naturally formed only. It has to be mined or it has to be taken, separated from this thing, and then you get that salt. So this particular salt is actually mined and it is there in the factories and we procure it. And loads and loads of Epsom salt is added in the water to make you float over there. So you might have heard about it.
There's no magic there.
No magic there, yeah. So it's like even if you sleep in the float tank, you will still be floating only. So you don't have to worry about you knowing about the swimming technique.
So how is the process works? I mean, the person stepping into the room and then what's next?
So there is a float tank where you just enter into the float tank, stand, sit down and lie back. That's it. When you're standing and sitting, you will touch the surface of the tank, and when you lie back, automatically water carries you. Okay, because of the buoyancy. Okay, so there's loads and loads of Epsom salt in the water that will create the buoyancy and that will help you to float naturally. Okay, and since you're floating, there is floating in the warm water. The water also is warmed up to the body temperature. There is no light in that place, no gravity, with the zero light, zero sound, zero smell, zero gravity. With all these zeroness, you will start traveling within yourself, which is another way to enter into the meditative state. So there are a lot of benefits associated with the meditative benefits and a lot of benefits associated with Epsom salt. So Epsom salt benefits are also there. Like as a whole, you get that ultimate relaxation for your entire mind, body and soul.
Okay.
So it's not just the meditative state and not just the physical benefits like pain relief, inflammation and all these things, but it is like combinedly it will give you an entirely full absolute relaxation.
So even two people can go into the tanks?
Yeah, a float tank, a couple float is a famous thing over here. So people love doing it because it's like you be together, but still you'll be in your own space. So this holistic togetherness gives a good thing for a couple, so they enjoy doing it. And also we give it for the sports people also, so that their muscle pain and everything taken care of. And since you are getting into that zen state, which actually helps you to get into that visualization technique, and if you believe in law of attraction, visualization technique and all, this will be your go-to.
It also helps in the skin problems?
Yeah, because of the Epsom salt. Epsom salt, whatever the benefits that you get in Epsom salt, it gives you a skin glow and hair shines, your muscle pain goes away. All these issues, you will see the good results. And people who take this like sciatica pain, fibromyalgia and all, they see immediately they'll see the pain relief happening.
In 1-2 sessions?
In one session itself, you'll see the pain relief happening because because of magnesium sulfate. There's no wonders. There's no magic over there. It's all because of the magnesium.
இன்ஃபேக்ட் நம்ம பீச்சுக்கு போகும்போது கூட சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, நம்ம அந்த உப்பு கால்ல வந்து உப்பு தண்ணியில கால் வச்சா குட் ஃபார் யூன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க.
அந்த உப்பு வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா மோஸ்ட்லி சோடியம் குளோரைட். அதுல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் பெர்சன்டேஜ் ஆஃப் மெக்னீசியம் இருக்கும். ஓகே, அதுவே உங்களுக்கு இவ்வளவு பெயின் ரிலீஃப் கொடுக்கும்போது, இது வந்து ஃபுல்லுமே மெக்னீசியம் சல்ஃபேட் இருக்கிறதுனால உங்களுக்கு பெயின் ரிலீஃப் எல்லாம் ரொம்ப நல்லாவே So in case like if a person was having frozen shoulders, இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் இருக்கிறவங்க, muscle pain after the gym, அவங்க கூட வந்து இது எடுக்கலாம். So this will be for any kind of pains, and we don't allow people who are having some mental issues because it's an isolation place. So that's the reason. And rest of the other people can take it. And there's no harm. Even the pregnant ladies can take the Epsom salt solution, the float tank.
இதுவும் கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப டிஃபரெண்டா இருக்கு. Until unless people experience it, they will not understand how it is.
So pregnant ladiesக்குலாம் அந்த weight அதிகமா தோணும் இல்லையா அவங்கள, this helps in weightlessness, feeling the weightlessness, because you will be floating and you can float however you want. You can actually put your tummy down also, because your tummy is not going to touch the surface. So you can even lie down this way also, which is like more comfortable for many of the pregnant ladies. We can also give them the noodle where they can support themselves.
So it's also more of relaxation technique.
Yeah, it's a more of relaxation technique.
இல்ல இன்னொன்னு, நீங்க meditative state ன்னு சொல்றீங்களா? So are people இப்போ meditative state na most of them do yoga and meditation and things like that. So அவங்களும் இந்த மாதிரி therapies வராங்களா?
ஏன்னா வந்து நீங்க நார்மலா நீங்க போய் மெடிடேட் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா it takes more time for you to get into that state.
அந்த state.
ஆமா, இங்க வந்து we are mimicking that place for absolute relaxation. There is no light, no sound, no smell, no distraction at all. So since there is no distraction, it is easier for you to connect back within yourself. So that's the reason this helps in people for getting into that meditative state easier. So they love more people who wanted to meditate.
So repeatedly varanga.
Yeah, they keep coming.
So you have extended your wellness center into different other therapies like the infrared sauna, red light therapy, and also ice plunge.
Definitely.
Cold ice plunge. So in the extension நீங்க பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, so what more you also have, and also tell me about these extension. Why did you do these extensions?
Actually, the people who are coming to the float and salt therapy, we keep communicating to them, and the clients actually whatever they are looking for also they'll keep discussing with us. So we're not just providing a particular service. We wanted to understand the skin of the client and want to provide more for them, facilitating with other services that they love to do it. So it's not just they liking it, it is also giving more health benefits to it. So since it's into the holistic well-being and taking care of the health without, it's all drugless, natural, non-invasive things. So you don't have to think about any side effects. You can just sit inside the infrared sauna. You can just sit inside the salt cave. No harm at all. And there are few people who should not take the infrared sauna. That also will be, intimated to them. And the same way, red light therapy also will be giving you proper intimation. Like people who cannot face the light, or if they have some problem facing the light, they'll not be taking up the red light therapy. But we'll be giving the eye cover, but still we'll just give them the intimation. We'll give you the eye cover, but still it's up to them whether they want to take it up. Okay, so we give all the precautionary and all the prerequisites beforehand.
Okay.
Before they even
in fact, red light therapy, I feel more of a relaxation. It's more for the health benefits, right?
Yeah,
for the
more
skin
for
problems.
the skin issues, and people relax there also. Like you just be there with the exposure of light, that's red light, which actually helps you in it helps in anti-wrinkle and anti-aging properties are there. And even if there is any kind of skin issues like psoriasis and all these things, people get exposed to the red light therapy, which helps them
heal it.
Skin.
Okay.
And also there are fitness communities who takes up the red light therapy for muscle inflammation and all these things also.
Okay. Ice cold plunge is something which is very fascinating now, and everywhere I can see people, going for this kind of therapy.
Definitely.
So how is it here?
So here, we don't use the ice cubes. It's the water which is chilled down to the temperature, 10 degrees Celsius. Every molecule of the water is chilled down because we are using the modern, the mechanism for it. Okay. So we don't have the ice cubes in it.
Yeah, because most of the places I've seen a bag full of ice and people are just immersed into it.
So in that, you have the problem of frostbite. Okay. And there are people who are actually getting the scars during the,
because of the temperature of the
temperature, as well as you don't even know the ice if there is any sharp edges that can actually scratch your skin. So these are the thing. And not only that, and how is the filtration process happening there? Here, prior to every session, the water gets into 5 levels of filtration, which includes ozone, UV, and even hydrogen peroxide is used to keep the water sterile. So these much things we are doing. But when you're comparing it with the ice cubes, bucket full of ice cubes, and then people taking it, that will have a lot of germs, because people, they don't even clean it properly, or there is no such mechanism which is placed over there. So this is a little high-end, but still at affordable price.
Okay. Tell me the challenges. Basically, you have so many machines for every therapy. So I feel maintenance should be the biggest challenge, right? So
definitely.
Could you please tell me about
maintenance is the challenge because there are a lot of machineries and technical help always is required.
Yeah.
And since we have a team who are managing all those things, it's fine. That's what we keep educating ourselves on every, whenever we launch the new concepts. So it's all more than the therapy, it's the experience and the concepts is what we'd say, because a person who is only sick will not come here. They may come, and there are people who have who don't have any ailments, but still they want a betterment in their life, upgrading themselves to the better standards of, health reason, and people who are into biohacking community and all these things, they prefer taking all these experiences.
Okay. So when you are stressed out, which therapy you would go for?
Float therapy.
Okay, float therapy. That's the best, I guess.
That's the best. You just go sleep.
Around, say, lie down.
Lie down. And even if you don't have any, any problem, you can just unwind, then get into it.
One, people have misunderstood about these kind of therapies, and you want to, make sure it reaches them right. What you want to tell them?
See, all these therapies, only after you discuss with a person, you will be able to, debunk some myths. There are a lot of myths around it. So you have to debunk the myths, so that they understand better. So when we know that, it's not taken right, we will ensure that this is the reason why it is like this. So we give the reason, we give everything properly, so people opt for it. So it's not that, if there is a myth, we'll not actually go with that, right? We have to bust it and say that's a myth.
True.
So even we are losing something over there, it's fine, but we have to break the mindset.
Yeah. Lovely. It's so fascinating to see you, doing so many therapies around and also helping people out in taking such therapies and making sure it helps them with their health.
Definitely.
So it's lovely. And the work which has gone behind it is so much, because
Sure.
I can actually feel, how much of homework you had to do for, introducing all this around. So it's a great thing what you're doing. So it was also nice talking to you today. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for giving us the knowledge about these therapies.
Sure.